Say hi. Can you say Daddy lost his job?
Not my job anymore. Hey everybody. I just wanted to take a quick break from work to let you know what I'm working on, and that is painting the entire ceiling with this sealant called Callowell, and it one protects from mold and two protects from formaldehyde release. So the only thing we could afford for a roof was composite wood and particle. It's not particle board, but something close to that. Anyway, that does off gas, and it did get wet while they were putting it on. So those two things in particular made us choose the Callowell product. There's also Safe Seal by Safe Coat, and that's 98% effective in reducing or blocking formaldehyde. This stuff's 94% effective, but it also has the mold preventing aspect to it. So that's what we went with. Mold is obviously a big deal, but hopefully not in our house because I'm painting the whole ceiling with this stuff and all the floors, everywhere. Everything that isn't the logs gets get this Callowell on it. I just got done. I should have filmed myself doing this. It was quite dangerous, but see all the way up here. That's a big drop. Don't try that at home. Anyway, this has taken me far longer than I was hoping, and still got a lot to do. Kids' room right now, that's the most important, so got to make sure I do a good job on that. And I look like a ghost. Cool. This was really challenging back here, but it did it. Basement complete. It's been a trip. I got here this morning and I thought I was going to have to just return the sprayer and paint another day. It was snowing. It snowed overnight. It snowed this morning. It's freezing right now, but luckily the crew has this handy propane heater, and painting all of downstairs, and it stayed nice and warm in here. I'm in a t-shirt even though it's freezing outside, but I just turned it off and it's starting to get a little cold. But we had all the money up front to do everything we wanted to do. The whole floors, the whole roof, everything would have just been solid wood. To be honest, we didn't even know we were just thinking log house, we're gonna build it out of logs, that's solid wood, great. It wasn't until our contractor started ordering everything. This isn't the best stuff to be using from a healthy home perspective, but at that point, we just did not have any available extra money to do anything about it. But that's the thing, is you can always do the best you can. And now that I've coated this whole thing with this sealant, this Callowell sealant, or it's a coating, I guess, it not only protects against mold, that's its main thing. It raises the pH so high that mold can't live in the wood, but it also blocks out 94% of formaldehyde as well. So between this, our super, really good air filtration system, between it kills mold, it captures stuff down to very tiny small particle sizes. We'll have our standalone air filters anyway. We'll have the fresh air exchange. That's the other part about the air filtration system, is it's constantly pumping air from the outside in, getting that nice forest aroma with every breath. So between all that, I'm feeling pretty good about everything.
So you guys might have noticed that we haven't really put out a whole lot of new content in the last few weeks. And today is the day that the podcast is supposed to go out, and that hasn't happened either. So The reason why for all of this is actually a super exciting reason, and we're really excited to share it with you guys because it means some really, really big things for My Kid Cures Cancer and for you guys. So it all started when, when one day I was sitting at my computer writing an email, and Ryan came upstairs. It was the middle of the day, middle of a Wednesday, and he let me know that he had just lost his job.
It's gone. I can't find it.
The kids were both napping. It was actually in the last week Ryder stopped napping, so this was right before he stopped. The kids were both asleep. It was great timing. And at first, I wasn't quite sure how to react. We're building a house and we...
Out of money on the house.
Yeah, kind of some crazy bills to pay. But then we started talking. And the second we started talking about, you know, possibly putting Ryan's resume out to get a different kind of job, I could just see the color leaving his face.
It doesn't sound too great.
After working on My Kid Cures Cancer for over 2.5 years, I mean, even before it officially became My Kid Cures Cancer, we were putting out a ton of information on Ryder's fundraising page. This has really been where our heart has been for quite some time. I mean, really right after Ryder was diagnosed and we started sharing with the world what we were doing instead of conventional treatment. So we sat thinking for a little bit and we realized that, you know, this is what we want to pursue full time. And the reason why we've actually never been able to go full force is because Ryan's had a day job. And to back up a little bit, when Ryan lost his job, the company just eliminated the position of an outside sales guy. Ryan was working remotely. His company his company was in a different state, and they just no longer needed outside salespeople. So the position went bye-bye. Ryan had already been at that company for almost 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
In April. It was a significant part of our lives. But to be honest, we're kind of looking at this like one of the next big, amazing things to happen in our life. So I'd say one of the things that we're probably the most excited about is the fact that Ryan has been working on an integrative childhood cancer crash course for literally the past year. With his nose in all of these books, we've had access to the top doctors that you guys have seen on our podcast. We've been able to pick their brains and put together something really special. So for us to be able to put that out,
yeah, it's huge. Just being able to, you know, because we work one-on-one with parents of children going through cancer, and it's all these different steps that I'm taking them through, and every different thing that you need to be thinking about, and just the nutrition and supplements aside, but just building your team, getting everyone on board, fundraising, how to talk to your conventional team if you're doing integrative stuff, just all that stuff. I mean, there's so much to think about that I do work with people one-on-one on, but you know, it takes months of you know, one-on-one calls every week to get through all of that. And now we get to put it all in one place, and it's just there for everyone to consume at one time, and it's not me limited to one person after one person after one person. I get to share everything we've learned over these past few years, going through it ourselves, picking all these doctors' brains on the podcast, and working with all these parents, because you know, I learn something every time. So yeah, we're really looking forward to putting this out.
So we're really excited. That should be available hopefully within the next couple of weeks. But the other thing that we're working on, that I'm working on alongside Ryan, is I am finally putting together the official My Kid Cures Cancer kitchen book. I have been asked for a cookbook for pretty much since we started My Kid Cures Cancer.
It's been a popular request.
Yeah, and I've always just found a reason why it wasn't the right time. And then I realized when Ryan lost his job that, oh my gosh, there's no better time than right now. So I've been working furiously on this. It's very close to being done, and I'm hoping to be able to put it out at the exact same time as Ryan's course, because I really believe that anybody who gets the course should just get the cookbook right along with it, because it really is more of a kitchen book rather than just a book full of recipes, although all of our favorite recipes are in it. I really just want to give people the basis for what they need to be able to endlessly create healthy food in their own kitchen, make it fun, make it taste good, make it kid friendly, all of those wonderful things that you need to do to actually make all of this a lifestyle. So we're both really excited about that, and these are two of our personal accomplishments that we feel like are us giving back to the childhood cancer community and the greater holistic health community at large that has really given so much to us over the past almost 4 years. The other thing that we're super excited about is that you guys may know that we are building a healthy home in the middle of the woods that has been pretty much a labor of love for the last 3 years. We're finally getting super close, and we're doing a lot of the work ourselves, including the painting and the chinking and the floors, just to name a few of the things. So I would like to say that now Ryan has time to do all of that, but it's actually quite the opposite.
Everyone's been really excited about our healthy home and wanting to know what they can do to make their home healthier, even if they're not building one up from scratch. So we're still ironing out all of the details, but we do have something that we're really excited about that I think is going to be really big, that is basically going to be doing just that. And so that's, I think, as much as we can say right now, but stay tuned, because the grand announcement of what we're mysteriously talking about here should be coming out pretty soon. And it's gonna be pretty rad. We'll just say that.
We don't want you guys to miss out on any of these awesome things coming up. So if you're not already subscribed to our mailing list, just go to mykidcurescancer.com and enter your name and your email address to make sure that you stay in the loop. You'll also get Writer's Remedies, which is a super popular series that we just started putting out a few months ago. Just basically highlighting different things that we use in Writer's Protocol that have helped us get him to where he is today.
And keep the whole family healthy, for that matter. I think that's it.
So we bid you a good day, because it is no longer a good night.